Welcome back to another video, everyone. Today we're bringing back a series that you're probably not going to remember unless you've been here for about 4 to 5 years at this point. The Storytime series. I don't know why I stopped doing this. I think I just ran out of stories to tell, to be completely honest. I think it was just because the majority of them that I made were based in school, and then when I left school I had no more stories to tell. Yeah, but I thought I would redo some of the videos that I did back then because they're really not the best of quality. A lot of them were recorded on my laptop webcam. I used my laptop webcam. I used to edit in Windows Movie Maker of all editing software. So I thought I would recreate some of the videos, retell the stories. I can go further in depth. The videos can just be better quality and do it in the proper format, you know, be playing a game in the background, except this time not play the same exact Halo 3 mission every single time. Not only was I talking about the exact same topic every single time, school, but I was playing the exact same Halo 3 mission in the background. People probably thought they were watching a re-upload every time I uploaded one of those videos, but I don't recall doing a video in the past about what I'm going to talk about today, so I think it should be quite fresh. I think I might have mentioned it in the past, but I used to own a Facebook meme page. I think I was 11 when I started the meme page, and then it lasted until I was probably about 12 or 13 at latest. Yeah, I was an 11-year-old Facebook meme page administrator. Now, the one thing everyone wanted to do to try and grow their own pages was to get administrator privileges on other people's Facebook pages. So what does that mean? Well, essentially you've got administrator, which means you own the page. You can delete it, you can delete people from it, you can do anything with it. You own it, basically. And then you've got creator privileges, which if you've got those, you can post from the page, but you can't do much else. It was very rare if you ever got administrator privileges on somebody else's page because they really had to trust you to do that, because you could steal the page, you could delete it. Stealing would be when you give them admin and then they'll just delete you from it and continue using it. And the reason a lot of people did that is because you could make a lot of money by posting ads on Facebook. If you had a big meme page, it's just like now actually. It was like the early day version of what people do now on probably still Facebook and Instagram, stuff like that. It was the exact same thing back then. If you had a big Facebook page, you could post links, and if people click those links, you would earn money from them. So if you had a big page, a lot of people would try and get administrator privilege from you so they could steal it and then use it to post their own links and earn a lot of money from it. But not everyone was sketchy. There were a lot of people that just wanted creator privileges so that they could help you run the page, basically. They could post at times of the day where you're not available, and yeah, obviously they wanted to benefit themselves from it as well by, you know, giving themselves a shout out every now and then. But that's fine. They can help you and you can allow them to give themselves a shout out every now and then and grow their own page. That's sort of what people did back then. Now, back when I was like 11 or 12, I had a pretty, it was a pretty small page. I had a couple thousand likes. Nothing compared to some of the other people in the community that had millions of likes on their own pages. And one day, I don't know how it happened or why they even bothered responding to me or something, but I used to follow this page that had like 60,000 likes, which was a pretty decent amount. And they posted something, I can't remember what it was, but it was something like, we're going to give a shout out to everyone on this page. Or they were saying that they were going to do a Q&A, or they're replying to people in the comments or something. And actually, it's coming back to me now. I think I was in hospital at the time, and I think that's one of the reasons why. But they gave my page a shout out because, again, I commented on, their post. I was like, I'm just in the hospital right now. How are you doing? Something like that. And they probably just felt sorry for me or something. So they decided to give my page a shout out. And it helped me a lot. Like, for my 12-year-old self, gaining a couple hundred likes or a couple thousand likes, whatever it was, that helped me out a lot on my page. And so what I kept doing was, as a 12-year-old, I kept messaging them. Do you mind if I could get another shout out, please? Or hey, can you give my page another shout out, please? And to make matters even worse, what I would do is I would message the individual members from the page, because you could have like multiple people on a page, right? Administrators and creators, stuff like that. And it was public. A lot of pages back then had public personal profiles that they would, encourage you to follow so they could post their own stuff on their own account, stuff like that. So I would message these people that ran the page and I would say, can I have a shout out, please? And if they didn't respond, I would delete the message and send it again. So when they woke up or whatever the day after, because they were different parts of the world and stuff like that, they woke up to like a list of messages from me, all saying, can I have another shout out, please? I was like a really annoying 12-year-old, basically, that would harass them, I guess. I guess I was harassing them for a shout out, like if we're gonna put it, completely as it is. I didn't mean to be annoying, even then, I didn't mean to spam them. I thought I was deleting the messages. I later found out after all this happened that they had their own group chat for, administrators of the page, and they were just making fun of me the whole time. But anyway, after all the begging for, please let me get creator privileges on the page, or please can you give me a shout out, I actually got a message from the administrator of the page, and they said, hey, look, we'll give you creator privileges on our page, but you're gonna need to give us administrator privileges on your page. I was a fucking idiot, I guess, because I gave them I did it. Like, I accepted that deal. It's a dumb deal. I didn't know why I trusted them, especially after spamming them so much, right? Like, did I really think, oh, they're going to come around and let me, of all people that they could pick, go on their page after doing all that and sending them all those messages? So anyway, I accepted the deal. They actually gave me creator privileges first, which is, I think, partially why I trusted them. I gave him administrator, and that was it. I'd say within about 3 minutes, I was kicked out of my own page and I was no longer creator on their page. Now, my page was so insignificant at that time that they didn't even bother, you know, using it for monetary gain. They deleted it. They removed me from the page, then they deleted it. Gone. Just like that. He deleted the page. And I was never in it for the money. I never really did make any money from it, even when I did have decently sized pages. It was more of like a personal thing. Like, I just enjoyed talking to people and posting things and stuff like that. And I remember after it happened and I realized that I just got scammed, you know, for, you know, and again, I was being annoying to them. I was spamming them with messages, so they thought, okay, let's just, you know, trick this gullible kid, delete his page. Fuck him. That's essentially what they said. But I was still sad about it. I was crying, but it didn't stop there. They deleted it, and then they actually went and personally messaged me as well. A couple people that ran the page, basically. This is when I found out that they were, you know, screenshotting all my messages and making fun of me in the chat, their own little group chat that they had. There were a couple people that I remember in particular. So the admin that, you know, I trusted, I thought it was his real account, his name and everything. I googled his name afterwards. Turns out he was using a picture of someone from My Chemical Romance, I think, or Bring Me the Horizon, something like that. So it was not his personal account like I thought it was at the time. And then the main one that I got into this argument with after my page got deleted was this girl that used to, I think she was a creator on the page, not an admin. I don't know why I was begging her to get my page back. I was like, please, like, you know, you can't delete my page, you know, that's my page, you know, please reactivate it. And the whole time she was just insulting me, calling me fat and stuff like that. I don't know why, because like I've never been overweight or anything like that. I still don't understand that to this day. For a while I was asking them to give me my page back, but I eventually accepted it. It was gone. Like, you can't reactivate it, or maybe you can, but they weren't going to do it, and it was gone. I just accepted that. I was sad about it for a while, but I eventually just made another page entirely, and it grew a lot more than the first one that was stolen and hijacked. So, you know, ultimately it didn't really make that much of a difference in the grand scheme of things, but I was sad about it at the time. I was extremely disappointed in myself. I was like, oh, why did I do that? Why did I give him administrator? That was like the only real time I got hacked on there, but hacking was like this huge thing back in that community. There were known hackers in that community that were known for taking people's pages and just, you know, making loads of money from them. But again, I never really had the biggest of following, so the only time I got hacked was when I was being a very annoying little 12-year-old. Eventually though, I did get creator privileges on like 20 different pages, and then one day my account got temporarily suspended or something. I can't remember what it was for. It wasn't for like posting offensive things or anything like that. It was just because I think it was like one of my settings or something relating to my account and something like that, and it just sort of like temporarily banned all the pages that I was on. So because so many people had put me as a creator on their accounts, they all got banned as well. I don't know why it did that. I don't know why it thought banning everyone that was just associated with me was a good idea, but yeah, that was a wild time. Again, we're talking like 2010, 11, 12, somewhere around there. I don't think I've ever told the story on my channel, and that's why I wanted to tell it today. But obviously I'm not going to overdo it. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm going to retell some stories, you know, to make just better videos out of them, I guess, because the originals were made in Windows Movie Maker, stuff like that. And they were a bit messy. There's like 10 of them. So I might recreate like one of the videos and tell a bunch of stories in that one video instead of making 10 videos. And that's what I'm going to do for this little revival of the Storytime series that I'll be doing again once every couple weeks, I would say. But let me know what you think, because again, if you don't want to see them, then obviously I won't do them. That being said, thank you for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Definitely subscribe if you're new here, and I will see you all in my next video.